Hi guys! So today I am filming a exciting graduation makeup tutorial, and I wasn't requested this, I just was excited to do it and I wanted to. So I went for a glowy pink on the eyes but really glowy on the face look, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, let's get started. Tuck that behind my ears. So you want to start out with a primer, and I'm using this Revlon Revlon Photo Ready primer, color correcting, and because you want your makeup to stay on obviously the whole time when you graduate. Ooh, it's blowing up over here. And for me, I just put this in my T-zone area. Because that's where I have the biggest pores, especially like right here is where I have some pretty bad pores, and this kind of just blurs everything obviously. And plus the photo ready part is because you're going to be taking a lot of pictures and you want to look good in pictures. You don't want to look cray-cray. Okay. And you kind of want to let that sink in a little, because it's a silicone base and it's just kind of going to sit there for a minute, and if you just let it sink in a little bit, it works a lot better. And I'm going to be using my matte poreless Fit Me foundation in 120 Classic Ivory, because I am an oily person and I obviously want to stay matte. And I found that this foundation is long wearing too. Like, it stays on my face all day. I'm sure some of it has to do with my setting spray, but it really does stay all days. And I have the Revlon Color Stay and I love it. I wore it for my graduation, but the shade I have right now is just way too light for me, and I wasn't paying attention. I accidentally got the normal to dry skin one. So yeah, I definitely would not be matte by the end of the day if I wore that, which sucks because I do love that foundation. And I'm gonna have to go pick up my shade. But I just dot that around my whole face because I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to apply it. And I just find that it applies a lot better if I dot it all over my face like this and then go in and blend. Make sure it's really blended. Like, you don't want brush lines. That is the one trouble with using a brush, is that you can easily get brush lines on your face. But if you just go in and really blend it out, you will not have that problem. But you definitely want to make sure. You want to kind of take your time, because this is a lot more tedious than the Beauty Blender, definitely. And then next I go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser of Dark Circles, concealer, of course, my tried and true. And I put this in like a V like that under my eyes to highlight a little and conceal my dark circles. And also I have a couple blemishes that I like to cover, and around my nose where it gets red. And my chin's a little red, so we'll put some there too. And I go in with my Beauty Blender to blend out my concealer. And then next I go in with my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder, because you don't want your concealer to crease, obviously. And this adds a nice little highlight that's going to look really beautiful in pictures as well. And I like to put it where I put concealer, except on the blemishes. I don't need that glitter and stuff on my blemishes because that's not cute. Next is one of the most important things to me is brows. And I always use my e.l.f. eyebrow kit, as you guys know. And it's just powder and the wax, and I don't use the wax, I just use the powder. As you can tell, I've hit pan, but I've had it for like 2 years and I finally hit pan. So yeah, it's prettybomb.com. And I have to look in a big mirror too, because it obviously looks different in a small one and a big one. And you want to go in with your spoolie and blend that out as well. Every brow is different too. Your brows are sisters, not twins. So it's okay if they're a little different. Don't worry about it. Next, I go in. I like to do my eyeshadow before I do my powders on my face and stuff, because I like to kind of let my foundation sit and sink in and set a little before I just hurry and go with the powder, because I just feel like it makes for a lot better finish. I mean, you can do it however you want, but that's just how I do it. So if you wonder why I'm doing it in such a strange order. But anyway, I'm going in with the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. And I got this with the Lorac Pro Palette, a little sample size of it. And I've only used it once. And I don't know if I noticed a real difference. But since we need to make sure the eyeshadow stays on all day, I want to use a primer. So I just put this on my eye. Not just one. And put a little underneath your eye as well, because you are putting eyeshadow there too, and you want it to stay. Why did I say that so creepy? I don't know. Okay. Done with that. Okay. So for this look, as you can tell by the title, I kind of went, I don't know, I was just really inspired by the whole pink theme. And I was going through my makeup, like trying to figure out what I was going to do. And all the pink eyeshadows seemed to really stick out to me. And plus pink is really summery, and this is the start to your summer, so of course. And yeah, I just wanted to do a pink look. So I'm first going to go in with, oh, I lied. I'm first going to go in with this Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild. And I'm going to, if I get open, go in with this shade right here. And do they have names? No. They don't have names, but it's just the pink one that says eyelid on it that you can't really read on mine anymore. And I'm going to pack that in on my eyelid, and I will zoom you in as well. Okay, so I'm taking a flat brush that I just find these are better to pack in eyeshadow with. And I'm just putting this on my lid, as you can see. Then I'm going to go in with the Brow Bone highlight shade right above that pink shade. And obviously highlight my brow bone. And these shades in this palette are seriously so pigmented. Like, this palette was, I believe I saw $4. It was either $3 or $5, so I'm going to say $4, yeah. And, oh my gosh, so worth it. Like, oh. Next, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow from the Lorac palette. It's called Mauve, and that's going to be my transition blending shade. And it's matte, by the way. Not that it matters, because I'm going to put shimmery up in the crease anyway, so. But as a transition shade, mattes are nice. Okay, now I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Amber Rush. Gorgeous pink. It's not showing up on camera very well, but it is beautiful. And I'm taking that on a blender. That's not a blending brush. Taking that on a blending brush as well, and that's going to go in the crease. And whoever said you can't have shimmery shades in your crease is a freaking liar, and don't ever listen to them. Just saying. And I'm just blending this away in the crease. And this is totally optional, but I might lighten up that lid shade a little. I kind of feel like it should be a little lighter pink or something. And I mean, you can change up whatever halfway through if you don't like something. Even if you're watching this and you decide to do a look like this, you don't have to follow everything I do. You can just kind of get a basic concept from it, which is totally cool. I don't mind. Okay. To lighten that up, I'm going to go, let's see, in with L'Oreal's Infallible eyeshadow in Always Pearly Pink. Yes, it's a lot lighter, as you can tell. I'm just going to use my finger. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. And just put it on the lid. That looks so pretty. Oh! I always do these eyeshadow looks for you guys and then I freaking love them. I'm going to go in with this definer shade and it looks a little brown, but it's definitely like a really deep maroon shade. And I'm going to go in with this brush right here and just take a little of that and put it in my crease. And I'm going to blend that because it is crazy. Like I said, it's crazy pigmented. And I don't want it to just look like a blob on my eye, you know? And honestly, I kind of lied to you guys. That's actually like black, kind of. It looks black because it's so pigmented and dark. But I like it. I'm digging it. I feel like you need a little deep shade to add a little edge. And like I said, you don't have to go in with such a dark shade if you don't want to. That's fine. And by the way, I'm dabbing a little onto a tissue so it's not quite as crazy when I put it on. I have a little more control when I do that. And I can always build it up, you know? Oh, please blend. Don't leave it like that. But yeah, I can always build it up when I do that. Okay. Sorry. Kind of blocked you guys out there. I'll just do it in the viewfinder, so if you think I'm looking at myself, I am. Okay. I'm going to go back in with that Amber Rush just to get a little bit more pink on that. I'm blowing up here. Okay. Yeah. And you always kind of lose the lid shade when you are doing the crease like that. So I always go back in and put more of the lid shade on. That's beautiful, as you can see. And now I'm going to go in and take that underneath the eye, this shade that I used before on the lid, and I changed my mind. I feel like it'll look pretty down there. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Yeah, that looks nice. And I'm going to go in with this brown as well, just on the outer part of my under eye. I'm not taking it any farther than that. You've got to be kidding me right now. I promise I'm not this popular. This never happens. Okay. Love it. I'm done with the eyeshadow, so now I'm going to go in and set my face with powder now. Because my eyeshadow's definitely, my foundation has definitely had time to set. And I'm going in with my e.l.f. powder brush as per usual. And this setting powder will also ensure that your foundation will stay on a lot better as well. Even if you're dry skinned, set your foundation with powder. Seriously, it'll stay on a lot longer. Just make sure you don't get a powder that is for matte skin. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my Bronze Booster by Physicians Formula because on graduation I feel like you just want to look glowy. You don't want to contour and look like high vogue, you know. I feel like you just want to look really nice and glowy and fresh, and yeah, I feel like that's what you want to look like. And so this is like amazing. You guys know I love this stuff, and it has shimmer in it but not glitter chunks, just a glow. So I take my Eco Tools bronzing brush that is going into a grave soon, and I just take this in a generous amount because don't be scared of it. It's really not scary, which is another thing I love about it. And you don't want to go below your contour line, and just blend that in. Because you do want to warm up your face. I mean, you don't want to look like a flat weirdo. And then go in on your temples as well and just blend that in. Just where the light naturally hits you, obviously. I mean, if you were contouring, you would be a lot more like precise, but I'm just kind of slapping it on there and blending it out. It's really, don't be afraid of it. Like, I was afraid of contouring and bronzer and all that stuff, but really, it's not scary, I promise. And if you start out with this one, you're gonna love it. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with my tried and true Fox in a Box by Hard Candy. It just adds like the prettiest glow to your cheeks. And like I said, I'm going for a glowy look here. And I just go in and blend all 4 shades together. And smile and apples of the cheeks. And make sure to blend, because you don't want to look like a clown face. That wouldn't be cute in pictures. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with I just lost my train of thought. No, I'm going to set my face before I highlight because this is a matte finish highlighter by NYX. This is a matte finish setting spray by NYX, and I don't want my highlighter to obviously be affected by that. And make sure to pull your hair back because this stuff puts some type of shit in your hair that ain't cute. Shake it. Wow. And you want to let that set for a minute, so don't put anything else on your face for a minute or two. Okay, I've let that set in, and now I'm going to go in with the highlighter. And I go in with a liquid highlighter, or it's not really liquid, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a crayon. And then I go in with, powder. So I just dab this on the high points of my face, And this, I didn't even say what it was. It's What's Up, Benefit What's Up highlighter, by the way, which is amazing. And this is a sample size, and it's lasted me like, this was my first ever sample I ever got from Sephora. So, you know how long. Cupid's bow. Do I want to highlight down my nose? For you guys, I will. Yeah. Beautimus. I'm guessing you're not going to be able to see it in this lighting, but it's beautiful. I suggest it. And then I'm going to go in with my Fergie Wet n Wild highlighter in the Rose Champagne Glow. And just go over that with that. Like I said, going for the glowy look today. And a little on my forehead. I didn't want to use that What's Up on my forehead. Gorgeous. Next, moving right along, I'm going to go in with my winged eyeliner, and I'm going to cut through this because I have a video and I'll link it below. Done with the wing, just my basic wing that I do every day. I didn't want to do a big wing because I just feel like I don't want that on that day. And now I'm going to go in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and put this on my bottom waterline to open up the eyes. Ooh, you can see how much that opened up my eyes. And I always put this on before mascara because it gets on your bottom lashes a little, turns them white, so you can just get it right off with the mascara. And then I'm going to go in and set my brows with my Great Last Clear Mascara. This video is going to be so long. And I love this stuff. You don't want your brows to be all gray. And then I'm going to curl my lashes. Go on with my Benefit They're Real mascara and coat the shit out of my lashes. Okay, there's my mascara. And now lippies. I'm going to go into my L'Oreal Ferris Nude lipstick. Looks like that. Put that on my lips. And then I'm going to go over that with Tarte's lip gloss in Lip Surgeon lip gloss in Exposed. Because I don't want that nude of a lip on me. watching. I really hope that you liked this video. I enjoyed filming it, and congratulations to class of 2015.